Hello everyone. So this is a very surprising and honestly a very good surprise. So as you might already know, Umamusume, after 3 years, I'm not gonna lie, I kinda lost hope, but after 3 years of the JP version being released, they are finally gonna they're finally announcing the actual English version, which is insanely amazing. I'm probably not the only one who at this point thought they would never actually release an English version, because the game has been already up for 3 years and it's a really long time to actually wait for a game to be released like overseas. So because of this, we will actually be able to look very far into the future when actually starting the English version, and that way we will, of course, will know everything that we will have to save for and whatnot, which is amazing, to be honest. So I don't really know if this was a good idea of them to wait this long, but still, amazing news. I can't wait for the game to actually be released. They already have their Twitter page, doesn't have too many posts. It only has like 3 posts and also announcing their exhibit at Anime Expo. I kinda wish I could go there, but I unfortunately cannot. They also have a YouTube page. So far they only have one video. It's basically just the intro for the game. If you want to, you can see it, it's all translated, and it is quite fun to watch. And they also have a website. Right now we don't really have any more information about the game. We only know it's coming, it's in English, and apparently it should only be with Games. I don't think they are working with any other companies to release this, so we don't really need to worry about any other weird companies like Crunchyroll, because we all know how that went with Princess Connect. So yeah, we don't really want something like that to actually happen again, right? But yeah, so far no other news, so hopefully the game doesn't take too long to actually release, which would be very exciting. But of course, in case you guys are interested, you could actually start playing right now the Japanese version of the game, and with it actually translated into English. Yes, right now there are actually some patches for the game to actually be translated. There are a few kind of different versions, but the one I'm going to show you guys is the easiest ones to use, and it's very simple to actually install. And it doesn't really require you to do too many steps, but if you do want to try any other patches, you could actually join the Umamusume Discord, and there's also a Discord for translation patches. I'll leave those in the description, of course, in case you are interested. But without further ado, let's actually see how to actually get into the JP version. Also keep in mind that this is only for PC. You could get the Android version, of course, but it's a completely different method, and I honestly don't really know how to actually translate the the JP server on the phone. It is apparently possible, but I don't know right now how to actually do it. But without further ado, let's actually see how to actually get the game in Japanese first now, shall we? So first things first, we do need to go to the DMM.com website, and we do need to create an account. To do this, you go to DMM.com, of course, and press this yellow button on the right side. After the page loads, you will see this page. You can switch it to English over here. It has Japanese and English, and you can create an account by using your email and whatever password you want to use. I don't recommend using these options over here on the right, because from my experience, sometimes it does give a few problems, but you could still try it, of course, but I do not recommend it. And after you're done making your account, you go back to this page, and funnily enough, Umamusume is already right here at the front, because it's actually a very popular game. And once you click that, it will take you to this page, and after you're here, just press this big pink button, and you'll have to press this big orange button. After you press this orange button, it will download the DMM client. You'll just have to install it, and after installing it, just open the client, and it will take you to this page over here with a trailer for the game and this big orange button. Side note though, in case you do have some kind of problem with opening DMM, it might be because your region is locked. Right now DMM has some region locked, or has some regions locked. Unfortunately, it's not about Games for this problem, it's about DMM. But to actually circumvent that, you could use, of course, a VPN, but there is a very easy option, and it's with a program called Tunnel 2. I've made a whole video actually talking about it. I'll link this in the description, of course, but the video is how to use DMM outside of Japan, and it's only 4 minutes. It's incredibly easy and it's incredibly fast to actually do. So in case you run into a problem where DMM is blocked in your region, do please try using this instead of another VPN. This is actually super fast to actually set up, and the connections don't even actually get slowed down by anything, so it's actually an amazing solution. So after you're done installing DMM, be sure to actually launch the game first. You will actually need the game to actually be installed first. Be sure to have all the game files downloaded. It might take a little bit, and after you're done doing that, be sure the game actually runs fine and it doesn't have any errors. You might actually run into a problem. I personally did run into a problem where the game, after I clicked the screen on the title screen and it went into a loading screen, the game wouldn't stop loading. It would just get stuck in the loading screen. In case you do get into that problem, you just need to go back to the title screen and press the options button on the corner of the screen and select the second option. It's an option to actually just fix your game files. And if you do end up needing to do this, it will take a long time to re-download, not to re-download, to actually fix the game files and to re-download all the files the game actually needs. So be patient, this does take quite a bit if you do run into this problem. But afterwards, once you do have all the game running completely fine and all the things downloaded, it's time to actually install the English patch. To install the English patch, we'll need to actually download two main things. It's going to be this file over here, the dxgi.dll. Once you have that downloaded, you just need to place it on the game folder, as you can see over here. The game folder should be on your main folder and then Umamusume, and you just need to drag and drop the file over here. It's very simple. Side note, this is actually a thing to bypass an anti-cheat system the game actually has right now. It was implemented somewhat recently, like a month or two ago, to actually circumvent people who actually cheated, and this is a way to actually bypass that. So we do need to actually use that to use the English patch, because I guess it is considered a cheat in some kind of way. And after you're done downloading that and placing the file on the game folder, we do actually need to download the actual English patch. The English patch we are using for this example is called Carotene English Patch. Just to click the download Carotene patcher over here. Of course, do keep in mind, using English patches in this game is against the terms of service for the game. So there is a risk of getting banned, but so far there hasn't been any reports of people getting banned to actually use this, for actually using this. So I don't think you need to worry about that, but of course it's something we always need to keep in mind. So I should actually warn you guys about that kind of stuff. And once you have finished downloading this file, just open it up. It is this very simple program. You should have a button over here to install the patch. It shouldn't be green. It's green for me because I already installed the English patch. If you want to, you can customize what it's actually patched in the game. I don't really recommend choosing individual things. Just patch everything, save and exit, and then apply patch with this button. It will take a little bit. It will show some progress bars over here, and just wait for it to finish. And after it finishes, you can then launch the game, and you will see the game will be all completely translated. Sorry, not all completely translated. This does not translate everything about the game. It does translate most of it, and mostly the important things. As you can see over here, the story is translated, so that is very important for people who care really a lot about the story. And other things like support cards and effects of the cards are all translated. As you can see, this under here is just kind of a description, but the actual effect is on the green part. There's also some skills. They're all translated. You can also check our actual girls. And as you can see here on Silence Suzuka, the skills for her are also all translated. And yeah, and that's all there is to it to install the game in English on the JP server. Another thing you could actually do, this is completely optional. So right now, to actually open the game in the normal way would be to actually open your DMM launcher, right? And then press the orange button to actually launch the game, right? And this will, of course, also install any updates that are needed for the game and then launch the actual game. In case you would like to bypass this step and just launch the game immediately, there is a method with the program called a DMM Fast Launcher. I also made a video talking about that and how to actually install it. In case you are interested in actually using the DMM Fast Launcher, I'll leave this video in the description. It is a little bit old, so it does have some things you don't really need to actually know about. It's basically this first 3 minutes. You can just watch the installation segment. It has everything you need to know. And as for features, this does enable you to launch the game immediately and will also install any updates that the game will actually need. So it is actually very, very handy. And I do really recommend anyone to actually use this in case you are interested in playing any DMM game, to be honest. So yeah, that's basically it. I hope this was helpful for you guys. I'm actually really, really excited for Umamusume to finally be in English. It's gonna be awesome. And if you want to, I will be streaming a lot of this game in the near future, because I also want to help anyone that needs help with the game and also learn even more about the game as I play more of it. So be sure to actually join me if you want to. But yeah, in any case, that has been it for me. As always, thank you so much to my members for the support. I really, really appreciate them a lot. And I'll see you in the next video.